Hello there, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Thank you so much for joining me here today. All right, the energy coming through today is this, and I need you to hear every word of it. There is a deep heaviness pressing down on this connection, and it has not lifted from them yet. This person carries something unresolved deep inside of them, and it aches far more than you realize. They are not okay. They have been sitting with deep regret, and it keeps growing heavier each day. Everything they left unsaid has been circling back around, and they simply cannot outrun it anymore. They want to apologize to you. They want to clarify what happened, and the love never left. That is the message flooding through this entire reading, and the cards confirm every piece of it. So let us come in close today and uncover exactly what the universe is pulling forward for you. So the first card I pulled for you today is the Star, and it speaks volumes here. The Star walks into this reading carrying deep healing and brutal, unflinching emotional honesty beneath it. This card confirms that this person has reached a breaking point within their own silence about you. They tried to move forward without addressing what went wrong, and it completely fell apart on them. The Star says this person is stripped bare emotionally, standing in total vulnerability right now before you. There is no mask left on them, no defense mechanism holding it together, just raw, unfiltered truth. What the Star reveals is that the spiritual cord between you two never actually disconnected, not once. Even through the distance, the silence, and the confusion, the thread remained completely intact between you. This card does not show up for surface level infatuations. It only arrives when the bond runs soul deep. The Star confirms that their need to apologize is real, not impulsive. It rises from genuine inner awakening. The next card coming through for you is the Six of Cups, and this one hit me immediately. The Six of Cups brings every buried memory flooding back into the open, every single beautiful one. This person has been replaying quiet moments with you, shared laughter, late conversations, and unspoken comfort. The Six of Cups says the past is not behind them. It lives rent free inside every waking thought. They remember exactly who you were to them, and they feel your absence like a constant physical ache. This card carries nostalgia, but not the hollow kind. This is deep recognition of what was truly lost. They understand now, with full clarity, that what you two built together cannot be recreated with anyone. The Six of Cups confirms they keep reaching backwards because their future feels incomplete without your presence. Every memory pulls them closer toward one undeniable truth. They let something irreplaceable slip through their fingers. This card holds the evidence that their heart never moved on. It only pretended to for survival. Then we have the Knight of Cups, and this card seals the message with absolute emotional certainty. The Knight of Cups rides in carrying emotional intention, and it represents a readiness to finally act. This person has moved past the paralysis of regret, the stalling. They are building courage to face you. The Knight of Cups confirms that an apology is actively forming, not rehearsed words, but genuine accountability. They want to lay everything bare before you, clarify every misunderstanding, and hold absolutely nothing back. This card says their love never vanished. It was buried beneath pride and a crippling fear of rejection. The Knight of Cups never arrives in a reading unless the emotional commitment behind it is completely real. This person is gathering every ounce of strength to reach out because the silence is breaking them apart. What all three cards confirm, without any question, is that this person is genuinely suffering without you. They carry the full weight of unsaid apologies, tangled feelings, and a love that refuses to quiet down. The universe is showing clearly that this message holds deep truth, backed by every card on this table. This is not wishful projection, not scattered energy. This is a person who aches for reconciliation with you. The cards have spoken with unmistakable clarity, and this connection confirms their love has never once left. So let us talk about where you stand in all of this, because the cards see you clearly. You have been carrying a quiet exhaustion inside of you, and it has worn you down completely. There are nights where unanswered questions sit on your chest, and you just breathe through it. You are tired of pretending none of this affects you, because honestly, it consumes your every thought. Part of you wants to release this entirely, but a deeper pull keeps dragging you back toward it. You are caught between protecting yourself and still hoping, and that tension never gives you rest. The conflict lives in your chest every single day, and you have not told a soul about it. So, the first card pulled here is the Page of Swords, and it mirrors your mental state. The Page of Swords confirms your mind has been running non-stop, analyzing, replaying, dissecting every detail. You have gone over conversations 100 times, searching for the one thing that explains it all. The Page of Swords says you are hyper aware of every signal, every shift in energy around you. You catch yourself overthinking at 3 in the morning, and no amount of logic brings you peace. This card reveals a mind that refuses to rest, because the heart underneath still craves real resolution. You want answers that make genuine sense, not surface level excuses wrapped in half hearted silence from them. The Page of Swords confirms your intuition has been screaming relentlessly, telling you the full truth stays hidden. You sense what unfolded beneath the surface, and that knowing haunts you more than confusion ever could. The clarity you chase is not about closure, it is about hearing words that match your gut feeling. Now, the next card appearing is the Four of Cups, and it cuts into your emotional core. The Four of Cups reveals you have been emotionally withdrawn, guarding yourself behind a wall of stillness. You look fine on the outside, composed and unbothered, but internally, you sit inside a quiet storm. The Four of Cups says you stopped reaching out first because vulnerability burned you the last time. You built that distance deliberately, and every brick in that wall was placed by a wound still raw. This card reveals a heart that is not cold, just cautious. A soul that simply gave too much. You have been turning inward, processing everything alone, and the isolation feels like second nature now. The Four of Cups confirms you are not indifferent, not detached. You are exhausted from caring without return. A numbness has been settling over you, and underneath it lives a desperate longing you refuse to name. You tell yourself the detachment is strength, but this card says it is protection from a deeper grief. Then we have the Hermit, and this card illuminates the spiritual path you have been walking alone. The Hermit confirms you pulled away from everything, not from weakness, but from absolute emotional necessity. You needed silence, real solitude, to understand what your heart was telling you beneath the confusion. The Hermit says you have been doing the inner work quietly, peeling back layers nobody else can see. You are discovering truths about yourself through this experience, and some of those truths have changed you. This card holds the energy of a soul evolving through suffering, not crumbling beneath the weight of it. The Hermit confirms your solitude was never surrender, never weakness. It was about finding solid footing again. You needed to remember who you were before the chaos, and that painful reclamation was deeply necessary. What all three cards reveal is a heart that feels everything, even when the surface stays perfectly calm. You have been standing at the crossroads of exhaustion and hope, torn, and neither side has won yet. The cards see your strength clearly, even in moments where you have questioned whether any of it remains. You are more resilient than you believe right now, and the universe recognizes every sacrifice you have made. The cards honor exactly where you stand today, and nothing about your journey through this has been wasted. Okay, now let us step into their world, because what the cards reveal about them is deeply layered. This person has not been sleeping well, and the restlessness comes from a guilt they cannot shake off. They wake up in the middle of the night, replaying things they said and things they never did. There is a war raging inside them, fierce and relentless, between their pride and their need for you. They know they cause damage, and the awareness of that sits like a stone lodged in their chest. This person is not functioning the way they used to, and people around them have started noticing. They smile when expected to, they move through routines, but nothing behind those motions feels genuine anymore. So the first card here is the Ten of Swords, and it exposes the depth of their collapse. The Ten of Swords confirms this person has hit absolute rock bottom emotionally, and they know it completely. This is not mild sadness or passing regret. This is a total internal breakdown that keeps worsening. The Ten of Swords says they feel like they destroyed something sacred, and that realization has gutted them. They replay the moment things fell apart on a constant loop, and each time it cuts deeper. This card shows a person who has exhausted every escape route, and nothing has dulled the pain inside. They tried distraction, they tried detachment, they tried convincing themselves it was for the best. None worked. The Ten of Swords confirms they have reached the end of their own emotional rope, completely and fully. What sits beneath the wreckage is not bitterness or anger. It is pure, unprocessed grief over losing you. They are flat on their back emotionally, and the only direction left for them to look is upward. Now, the next card coming through is the Moon, and this one uncovers their deepest hidden fears. The Moon confirms this person is terrified, not of confrontation, but of finding out they are too late. Their greatest fear is reaching out, extending that hand, and discovering that the door has already closed. The Moon says they lie awake imagining the worst, picturing you happy and completely moved on without them. That image alone is enough to paralyze them, and it is why they have not made contact yet. This card reveals that their silence is not indifference. It is a mask built entirely from deep terror. They are afraid that any word they speak will sound hollow, rehearsed, or delivered far too late. The Moon confirms they have been spiraling in private, caught between wanting to speak and fearing total rejection. Their mind creates worst-case outcomes every night relentlessly, and those imagined endings feel more real than hope. This person is haunted by the possibility they waited too long, and that thought is crushing them. Then we have the Queen of Cups, and this card reveals the emotional truth they guard most carefully. The Queen of Cups confirms that beneath every wall and defense, this person loves you with staggering depth. Their feelings never faded, not for a single day. They were only buried under thick layers of shame. The Queen of Cups says this person feels everything intensely, every memory and every absence of you. They carry your energy like a permanent imprint, and no distance has been able to erase it. This card reveals a heart that is overflowing with unexpressed emotion, aching to finally pour it all out. The Queen of Cups confirms their love is not possessive, not desperate. It is deep and profoundly real. They think about what kind of partner they should have been, and that gap devastates them entirely. What all three cards expose is raw truth, a person crumbling under the weight of love never expressed. They are drowning in regret, trapped in fear, and holding on to a love that burns brighter every day. The cards confirm this person's feelings are not casual, not temporary, and not something they can walk from. Everything inside of them points back to you, and they are realizing they cannot outrun that truth. The cards have laid their inner world completely bare, and every piece of it belongs to this connection. Now, let us look at what is about to shift, because movement is building fast in this connection. This person is done sitting in the wreckage, and something inside of them has finally clicked into gear. The stalling phase is ending, the hesitation is cracking apart, and action is replacing all that paralysis. They have made a decision internally, and that decision is pulling them directly toward reaching out to you. It is no longer a question of whether they act. The cards confirm the wheels are already turning. This person has started preparing what they want to say, carefully choosing every word before delivering it. They are not rushing into this blindly. They are approaching with clear intention and genuine purpose. The planning has begun behind closed doors, and they are treating this moment with the gravity it deserves. Every move they make from this point forward is calculated, measured, and aimed directly at reaching you. So, the first card here is the Ace of Wands, and it signals a powerful surge of initiative. The Ace of Wands confirms a spark has been lit inside them, and it is driving real momentum. This card represents the exact moment where thinking stops and doing begins, and they have crossed that line. The Ace of Wands says they are channeling their focus into making contact, not someday, but very soon. A fire sits behind this decision, and it did not come from impulse. It came from absolute certainty. This card confirms they are taking the first concrete step, and nothing about this approach feels half-hearted. The Ace of Wands carries bold energy, the kind that refuses to sit still once the decision lands. They are writing drafts, rehearsing conversations in their head, and building toward a moment of real confrontation. The Ace of Wands says this is not a slow crawl. This is a deliberate, purposeful move forward. They have locked onto a direction, and every ounce of focus is now pointed at closing the distance. This card confirms the energy has shifted from stagnation to acceleration, and nothing will reverse that motion. The next card is the Eight of Cups, and it confirms they are leaving their old pattern behind. The Eight of Cups says this person is walking away, deliberately, from the version that chose silence. They are abandoning the coping mechanisms that kept them frozen and stepping into uncomfortable vulnerability instead. The Eight of Cups confirms they are done hiding, done avoiding, and done pretending distance solved anything. This card shows a deliberate departure from everything that kept them stuck, and the motion is already underway. They are walking toward you with intention, leaving behind pride and every excuse that once held them back. This card says who they were before could not face this, but who they are now absolutely can. They have accepted that discomfort is the cost of repair, and they are willing to pay that price. This card confirms the movement is not theoretical, not distant. It is unfolding in real time right now. They are clearing space in their life for this conversation, removing every distraction that once provided cover. What both cards confirm, without question, is that this person has shifted into deliberate forward motion. The preparation is already underway, the words are being gathered, and the approach is closer than you think. They are not waiting for the perfect moment anymore, because they finally understand perfection was just another delay. Action has replaced hesitation, movement has replaced stillness, and every step they take now leads toward you. The cards confirm that contact is imminent, and when it lands, it will carry the full weight. They are organizing their thoughts with discipline, making sure nothing gets lost when the moment finally arrives. This person treats this conversation like it carries the weight of their future, because to them it does. The shift has already begun, and nothing in this energy suggests they are capable of turning back around. The cards are clear on this. Movement is locked in, and the next step belongs entirely to them. So, this is where we go beneath the surface, because what they hide speaks louder than words. This person has a confession lodged in their throat, and they have swallowed it back down repeatedly. They rehearse the words alone in the dark over and over, and still cannot say them aloud. What they want to tell you would change everything, and the weight of that keeps them frozen. They need you to know that leaving was never the plan, and distance was never what they chose. The confession buried deepest is that they compare every connection to yours, and nothing measures up. They have tried to feel something real elsewhere, and every single attempt left them emptier than before. Nobody has come close to touching what you gave them, and that realization shakes them to the core. This person aches in a way they cannot describe to anyone, because no one would understand the depth. They lie awake wishing they could take back specific moments, specific words, and choices they deeply regret. So the first card here is the Devil, and it exposes the obsession they hide from everyone. The Devil confirms this person is consumed by thoughts of you, and it borders on complete fixation. They cannot stop thinking about you, no matter what they try, and they have tried desperately. The Devil says they are chained to this connection, not by obligation, but by a craving beyond control. They crave your presence, your voice, the safety you gave them, and nothing has replaced any of it. This card reveals that they secretly watch from a distance, looking for any trace of your life. The Devil confirms they have imagined reaching out 1,000 times, scripting the conversation in their head. They fantasize about hearing you say the door is still open, and that thought alone keeps them breathing. The Devil says what they hide from the world is devotion so deep it frightens even them. They are terrified of how much power you hold over their emotional state, and they tell nobody. The Devil confirms they have deleted messages, rewritten texts, and closed the app before sending every time. This card exposes a hunger for reconciliation, masked with composure, silence, and carefully constructed distance. The next card is the Two of Cups, and it confesses the deepest truth in this entire reading. The Two of Cups confirms this person privately believes you are the one, and they never stopped believing. They confess in their silence that no bond, no connection, has ever matched what existed between you. The Two of Cups says they dream about a second chance, vividly, and wake up aching from it. They secretly wish they could undo every wrong turn, rebuild the fracture, and earn your trust again. The Two of Cups reveals they talk to you in their mind, having conversations you will never hear. They confess things to your memory, private truths they cannot bring themselves to say to your face. The Two of Cups confirms their hidden desire is not forgiveness, it is complete emotional reunion. They want the mornings back, the laughter, the quiet comfort, everything they took for granted before. This card says their deepest unspoken truth is unmistakable. They still see a future with you clearly. The Two of Cups says they hold one specific memory of you, and it replays like a lifeline. They picture waking up beside you again, and that image is the only thing that feels like home. The Two of Cups confirms that in their most private moments, you are all they think about. What both cards expose together is a person carrying confessions that, if spoken aloud, would shake you. They hide a devotion that has not dimmed, a longing still burning, and love that will not die. Their deepest confession is simple, raw, and absolute. They want you back, and nothing else will suffice. The cards have pulled every buried truth to the surface, and all of it points directly at you. What they carry in secret is no longer shame. It is a declaration waiting for courage to land. The cards confirm every hidden word, every silent wish. All of it belongs to you and only you. This reading has exposed what they guard most carefully, and the truth is, they never stopped being yours. Okay, let us bring this reading to a close, because the near future holds something powerful for you. The first card for the near future is the Sun, and it brings a wave of undeniable clarity. The Sun confirms that within the coming weeks, this connection will experience a major breakthrough together. The fog over both of you is about to lift, at last, and real truth is coming forward. The Sun says light is entering this situation rapidly, and what was hidden will be fully seen. This card confirms that communication is opening up soon, and the conversation will carry genuine emotional weight. The Sun brings warmth, resolution, and mutual understanding, signaling that reconciliation is firmly on the horizon. The near future holds a moment where honesty replaces silence, and both of you will finally feel heard. The Sun confirms the heaviness is temporary, and emotional renewal is approaching faster than you expect right now. The Sun does not arrive in a reading unless the outcome carries real hope, and this outcome does. A chapter of clarity is opening, and it will bring the answers you have been quietly waiting for. The Sun says the worst of this storm has passed, and brighter energy is pulling you both forward. Now, the advice card here is the Ace of Cups, and it speaks directly to your heart. The Ace of Cups says, when the moment comes, lead with your heart and not your guard. This card advises you to remain open, even when every instinct tells you to protect yourself first. The Ace of Cups says, do not punish honesty when it arrives, even if it came late. Allow space for imperfect apologies, because what matters most is the sincerity underneath their stumbling words. The Ace of Cups advises you to trust what your intuition already knows and stop second-guessing yourself. This card says the love between you is worth protecting, and the effort to rebuild is not wasted. Stay grounded in your worth, stay open in your heart, and let the truth land without deflecting it. The Ace of Cups confirms that emotional overflow is coming, and the best response is to receive it. You deserve the words they are preparing, and you deserve to hear them without bracing for disappointment first. Now, let me bring the message full circle, because the reading confirmed every piece from the beginning. The message was clear. They are not okay, they want to apologize, clarify everything, and still love you. Every card across this reading pointed at that truth, and not one card contradicted it at all. The star showed their raw vulnerability, and the Six of Cups confirmed the memories haunting them daily. The Knight of Cups revealed their emotional readiness, and the Page of Swords mirrored your restless mind. The Four of Cups exposed your quiet withdrawal, and the Hermit validated your solitary healing path. The Ten of Swords exposed their collapse, and the Moon uncovered their paralyzing fear of total rejection. The Queen of Cups confirmed their staggering depth of love, and the Ace of Wands ignited forward momentum. The Eight of Cups showed them leaving old patterns behind, and the Devil exposed their obsessive hidden longing. The Two of Cups sealed the bond, the Sun promised clarity, and the Ace of Cups guided you. 14 cards confirmed one unified truth. This person is not okay, and their love for you never faded. The entire spread carried one direction, one message, and one undeniable conclusion pointing straight back at you. So, as we close this, I want you to hold on to what the cards revealed for you today. You are deeply loved by this person, even in the silence, even through the distance and the confusion. What is coming toward you is real, intentional, and it carries everything they have been afraid to say. This connection is not ending, it is transforming, and the best of it still lies ahead of you. Trust the timing, trust your own strength, and know the universe is aligning things in your favor. Thank you for being here today, for trusting this reading and letting the cards speak to you. I am sending you love, sending you light, and I will see you in the next one. The Sun confirms that within the coming weeks, this connection will experience a major breakthrough together. The fog over both of you is about to lift, at last, and real truth is coming forward. The Sun says light is entering this situation rapidly, and what was hidden will be fully seen. This card confirms that communication is opening up soon, and the conversation will carry genuine emotional weight. The Sun brings warmth, resolution, and mutual understanding, signaling that reconciliation is firmly on the horizon. The near future holds a moment where honesty replaces silence, and both of you will finally feel heard. The Sun confirms the heaviness is temporary, and emotional renewal is approaching faster than you expect right now. The Sun does not arrive in a reading unless the outcome carries real hope, and this outcome does. A chapter of clarity is opening, and it will bring the answers you have been quietly waiting for. The Sun says the worst of this storm has passed, and brighter energy is pulling you both forward. Now, the advice card here is the Ace of Cups, and it speaks directly to your heart. The Ace of Cups says, when the moment comes, lead with your heart and not your guard. This card advises you to remain open, even when every instinct tells you to protect yourself first. The Ace of Cups says, do not punish honesty when it arrives, even if it came late. Allow space for imperfect apologies, because what matters most is the sincerity underneath their stumbling words. The Ace of Cups advises you to trust what your intuition already knows and stop second-guessing yourself. This card says the love between you is worth protecting, and the effort to rebuild is not wasted. Stay grounded in your worth, stay open in your heart, and let the truth land without deflecting it. The Ace of Cups confirms that emotional overflow is coming, and the best response is to receive it. You deserve the words they are preparing, and you deserve to hear them without bracing for disappointment first. Now, let me bring the message full circle, because the reading confirmed every piece from the beginning. The message was clear. They are not okay, they want to apologize, clarify everything, and still love you. Every card across this reading pointed at that truth, and not one card contradicted it at all. The Star showed their raw vulnerability, and the Six of Cups confirmed the memories haunting them daily. The Knight of Cups revealed their emotional readiness, and the Page of Swords mirrored your restless mind. The Four of Cups exposed your quiet withdrawal, and the Hermit validated your solitary healing path. The Ten of Swords exposed their collapse, and the Moon uncovered their paralyzing fear of total rejection. The Queen of Cups confirmed their staggering depth of love, and the Ace of Wands ignited forward momentum. The Eight of Cups showed them leaving old patterns behind, and the Devil exposed their obsessive hidden longing. The Two of Cups sealed the bond, the Sun promised clarity, and the Ace of Cups guided you. 14 cards confirmed one unified truth. This person is not okay, and their love for you never faded. The entire spread carried one direction, one message, and one undeniable conclusion pointing straight back at you. So, as we close this, I want you to hold on to what the cards revealed for you today. You are deeply loved by this person, even in the silence, even through the distance and the confusion. What is coming toward you is real, intentional, and it carries everything they have been afraid to say.